My name is Pınar. I'm Aslı Pınar Tan. I have been doing personal research on a universal theory of fields and forces independent from any institution or university. What I present here is part of my research results where I propose a new orbital model for moving bodies in the universe. As part of my research results, I have mathematically demonstrated and proven that distance between points around two different circles in three-dimensional space is equivalent to the distance of points around a vector ellipse from another fixed or moving point as in two-dimensional space. And in this context, I have defined what a vector ellipse is as well. This is equivalent to showing that bodies moving on two different circular orbits in space, vector-wise, behave as if moving on an elliptical path with respect to each other. And this is valid whether they're moving with the same angular velocity or different but fixed angular velocities, or even with different and time-varying angular velocities with respect to their own centers of revolution. And with this equation, I define a vector ellipse in 3 dimensions. Now, all moving bodies in the universe exhibit some kind of elliptic motion with respect to each other. For instance, according to Kepler's first law, the Earth seems to be revolving in an elliptical orbit around the Sun, with the Sun at one of the focuses. And the Moon also has a distinctly elliptical orbit as observed from Earth, but with a variety of eccentricity as it comes closer and goes farther away from Earth. I am claiming that all moving bodies in the universe, in fact, move in some kind of individual circular orbit of revolution with shifted centers, actually. And I am asserting that the relative elliptic motion observed is based on that mathematical relation I have derived. So with this assumption, I have calculated the orbital parameters of the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon. So the resultant topology is something like this. The obtained radii for Earth's, Moon's, and Sun's individual circular orbits of revolution are as such. In my research analysis, I have obtained many results, but among the most significant ones, the Earth is not revolving around the Sun, in fact, and the Moon is not directly revolving around the Earth. And the Sun is revolving around a larger individual circular orbit, which encompasses that of the Earth and the Moon. We can say that planets in solar systems do not necessarily revolve around their stars. Detailed description and results of my research can be found in my book, recently published on Amazon. It will also be published in the scientific journal, Advances in Space Research.